In this episode, a new one-off Ferrari, the upcoming Honda Prelude, and Pininfarina goes to the rink. Welcome to episode 287 of the We Are Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rowell, the news has finally broke. The UAW has agreed to stop their strike.
Yes, the Union of United Auto Workers. Yes.
Yes. After something like 6 to 7 weeks.
Yeah, it's a long time. We're going to feel a delay on the effects of that, I think.
Probably. But what terms did they agree to?
This is what it mostly was for the big three, right? GM, Ford, Stellantis. Similar agreements for everyone here. So the UAW won from the big three. Roughly the same package of wage increases agreed, which is veteran workers' pay will rise by 33%, and you'll get some extra payments to retirees through 2028.
So they did get their wage increase. I think that they were asking 40 to 45%, and they got
somewhere in there
around 30, 33, something like that. It's still good. It's still kind of a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I imagine that they were kind of turning the screws to the OEMs kind of had to give in.
They had to do something.
They would stop making money.
Mm-hmm.
They would stop making cars and stop making money. So
not good.
Seemed like it worked.
Yeah, so I guess they're back to work.
I wonder how long it'll take till we get the next strike.
Year and 2 months.
When does the contract end? That's the question.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So there is some auto news to chat about. And we're going to start it off with a one-off Ferrari. It is a special version of the F8. It's called the SP8.
The SP8.
Yeah. You've probably not heard of it because it's a one-off. Exactly that reason.
Right.
What do you think?
Looks a lot like the F8 to me, with some bodywork bits here and there.
That's the biggest changes here, right? So the F8 is that current mid-engine Ferrari that we know and love. It's that twin-turbo V8. This is got pretty much the same power plant as that. So it keeps roughly the same performance numbers as what you get out of the 488 Pista. Let's see, that 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 gives you about 710 horsepower, 568 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, I mean, it's a punchy thing.
But it's a one-off Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And a proper one-off, like they're only making one.
SP8.
Okay.
Singular SP8.
I don't really understand when manufacturers do this, but tell me more about it.
The reason
first.
they do this is because someone gives them a check with a lot of zeros on the end of it.
It's got to be a lot of zeros.
There's no price listed, but we can be sure it's into the seven figures.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a one-off Ferrari. It's got to be more than $1 million.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's more than $10 million?
No. God,
I didn't think so.
No. So the looks-wise, the whole front end has been redone. The whole, I guess it's like longer. It's more aggressive looking, right? It's more angry looking in the front. You do get in the front half, the car is finished in kind of in this like unpainted, glossy, like iridescent blue. I think they call it blue sandstone carbon fiber. So that is exposed blue sandstone carbon fiber.
That's kind of cool.
The rear of the car is painted in matte argento michelizzato gray paint. Wow.
What do you think about the two different colors opposing each other here?
I can dig it.
It's kind of cool.
I can dig it, but is it the correct two different colors for a Ferrari?
No.
What should it have been?
Red and something else.
Red and yellow?
Could be that. Could be red and white.
Okay.
Don't know.
Red and black?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best, actually.
Where would you put the red? Where would you put the black?
Just change the gray to red and make the carbon more carbon.
So you wouldn't go red carbon and black in the back?
No.
No?
No, because think about the Ferrari red. It's a very bright red.
You're right.
Carbon would have trouble holding that color.
Fair point. So you go like black carbon up front and like Ferrari red in the rear.
Yeah, I think that'd be sweet.
Scuderia red.
Not opposed to this. It's just odd.
Now, the wheels are a special design, too.
Yeah.
They say it's supposed to represent a modern take on the alloy wheels that hark back to, like, the F40.
Okay, I can see that.
So, would you be commissioning this as your one-off Ferrari?
No, not in a million years.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Because it's not like it's the most... Okay, I'm going to catch a lot of shit here. It's not the most special Ferrari to make as a one-off.
No.
It's your run-of-the-mill F8, which I've seen like 2 in the past week.
Yeah, and it looks... If you had not told me this was a Ferrari one-off, I'd have been like, oh, Liberty Walk F8. All right, moving on.
It's got a special wide-body kit, but
Sure.
from factory. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Why would Ferrari, other than what you said, somebody's paying them an absurd amount of money for something they want special from the Italians, and I guess that's the only reason you would ever do this.
Yeah.
It's a Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari.
It's not.
I feel like if you're going to buy a Ferrari, you should just buy a Pista. Or go and, if you want to spend that much money, go buy an F40.
That's what I was going to say. Like, an F40 will probably always hold more value than this, probably always be a better vehicle than this. Mm-hmm. And, like, why not spend the money on something like that?
I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
Because
it's an odd one.
If it's me spending my $1 million+ I'm spending it on the F40. I'm not spending it on an SP8.
Yes. Yeah.
It just sounds silly.
Now, if Ferrari had made 50 to 100 of them, then I would understand, because then it would be limited and have like market value, and there'd be enough around that you could actually buy and sell them and flip them and turn a profit on them. But one's no bueno.
Yeah, I'm just not stoked about this.
Yeah. One doesn't create that market hype. It doesn't create the demand. One is just, why did you spend that much money on a Ferrari?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. What do we got next?
We have a Honda Prelude next.
What?
That's what I said.
What?
So these pictures of this new Honda Prelude concept thing have been circulating around the interwebs here. And I figured we need to chat about this.
When was the Honda Prelude around?
90s into early 2000s?
Yeah. I don't think that they've made another one since then.
No.
Right? No.
Technically, the S2000 was the successor to the Prelude, technically speaking.
The S2000? Okay. Gotcha.
I believe the S2000 was designed as the successor to the Prelude.
A Honda Prelude from 78 to October 2001.
Okay.
Okay.
The Preludes that we know are in the 90s, right?
Yes. Yeah. They're basically 90s cars. So they're bringing them back?
Hopefully, yeah.
Let's go.
So looking at the picture, I don't mind this.
You know, kind of looks a little sporty. Looks small, but the old Prelude was small and sporty.
Go back to that previous picture.
Uh-huh.
That looks like a Porsche Taycan.
That does.
Same script and everything.
Yep. I totally agree with that.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see some other pictures here. Interesting front end. And I think we're going to talk that it might be somewhat hybrid or EV or something here in the near future. But,
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is, it is technically a concept, and it was revealed at the Tokyo Auto Show. Now, the problem with concepts is typically they're just random things that never end up coming to fruition.
Yes. BMW puts a big monitor on the side of their car and changes its paint color and does some goofy stuff with, yeah.
It'll be on your car in the year 2847. Yay!
And then that project gets put away and never brought back.
Correct.
Yep.
But this actually looks kind of production ready.
That kind of does look production ready.
Like, of all the concepts you see kind of out there, kind of out there, kind of out there, and then you stumble upon this and you go, hold on a minute. That kind of looks like it could legitimately be delivered like next year.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
No, I don't either.
Now, the original rumors was that it was supposed to be a fully electric battery EV.
Okay. Honda's been slow on that boat.
They have, but actually a Honda official had tweeted kind of saying, no, 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 no. This is not battery electric. And this is a Honda spokesperson, mind you. They tweeted, this is a hybrid powertrain, so gas electric.
Right.
Which means, could it have a manual?
Yes, in theory, yes. In practice, probably not.
Time out. No, pause. Wait a minute. I got to stop you right there. Do you remember the Honda CRZ?
Yes, I think I do.
It was a hybrid hot hatchback that was available in a manual.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
I did not know it was available in a manual.
It was available in a manual.
No way.
Yes, it was.
We'll pull up a photo right here.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
people can
Find your CRZ.
Yep.
Yeah.
So people can take a look.
Yeah. This is the old CRZ.
Huh.
You can actually slightly see a resemblance there, too.
You can, yeah. I totally remember that car. Did not
It
know.
was essentially a hot hatch hybrid thing that had a manual if you so spec'd it. So, could the Prelude with a manual be on the horizon?
So there's history to it. I would love to see this in a manual hybrid. I think hybrid is a good medium as well.
So here's my question. Does it go after the GR86?
Yeah. You can kind of see a competitor to the GR86 out of that.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, is this aiming its sights squarely at the GR86 and saying, okay, would you like a GR86 that has torque?
Yes. And Honda reliability.
And a kind of historic name of Prelude.
Right.
I don't hate this.
I don't either.
I'm usually against hybrids, but you know what? I'm kind of digging it.
I don't foresee this being fully gas or fully electric. I think hybrid is the sweet spot.
I agree. And what's funny is, like I said, the rumors were originally circulating battery electric. There will be no gasoline. And then the Honda spokesperson came out and said, time out, wait a minute. This is hybrid, not full EV.
Yeah. I like the look of it. The more I look at this, the more I like it.
That's kind of the way I'm approaching this as well. The first time I looked at it, I was like, oh, neat. And then I keep looking and I'm like, hold on a minute now. Is this Honda making something like a decent kind of sports car?
I see more and more GR86-ish from
competitor,
the front.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. Is this going to be like the first foray into like a hybrid version of a GR86, a Miata, something of along those lines?
Could you imagine this going all the way into GT3 racing? A Honda Prelude GT3 car.
No, but it would be amazing.
Yeah.
No, I could imagine this in the Japanese Super GT series.
Yes.
Because they race like a Prius Super GT,
Right.
and it looks mental, but that is
Yes.
neither here nor there. But yeah, we had to talk about this.
I hope more details come out about this, and I hope we actually see this in production and released next year. That'd be awesome.
I really hope so.
Seems like the internet seemed to like it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as concept as it does like, here's just the next thing that's coming.
Yeah. Yep. Do you think Porsche will sue them for the Taycan rear end?
Yes. They are the Germans.
They could. All right. What else do we got, buddy?
All right. We are going to take a pretty hard left here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. This is going to be obscure, but I really want to talk about it based upon our backgrounds.
Okay.
Okay. So to preface this, what was like one of the main sports you played growing up?
Hockey was one of them.
Okay. We played hockey together, didn't we?
Yep.
Between games, what cleaned the ice surface?
Zamboni.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about a Zamboni.
Okay.
Because there is there's like this legendary design house that has decided they're going to design a Zamboni.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I tell you the name of the design house that's doing this, you may need help picking your jaw up.
Who?
Pininfarina. You know, the one that's designed cars like the Ferrari Testarossa, the 250 GT. Their current Pininfarina Batista. Hello? They're designing a Zamboni?
A Zamboni?
Yes. Pininfarina is designing the ZX5 Zamboni. We have to talk about this.
What the heck?
We have to talk about a Pininfarina Zamboni.
That's kind of amazing.
I am smitten.
All right. We worked at an ice rink.
Yeah.
We worked around with, and did you ever get to drive the Zamboni?
I did.
Okay. So you have like legit experience.
Slightly, yes.
Yes, we both have some experience around Zambonis. They're relatively simple machines.
Very.
They have like one little tiny engine. Do they run on gas?
Yeah, so the Zamboni that we were used to being around ran on a Volkswagen Rabbit powertrain.
Oh, okay. Great.
From back in the day.
And basically it just has a big auger on the bottom. And
Yep.
It just smooths out the ice and then lays some hot water, whatever temperature water, down after that. That's the extent of what a Zamboni does.
It's the gist of it, yeah.
It's not much. Pininfarina wants to design one.
Of all the design companies, I did not ever in the history of my life predict Pininfarina was going to try their hand at designing a Zamboni. Because I have a question for you. Would you consider a Zamboni as sleek?
Luxury.
Would you say it's the pinnacle of automotive design?
No, it's actually just like a physical business tool. I think of it as like a tool for a business.
It is
like
a
you would
hammer?
have a drill
Yes.
or a screw. Yes, it's just a tool. That's all
Yes.
it is.
Why is Pininfarina designing one? I am so confused here.
You don't have Zamboni culture like you have car culture.
Zambonis and coffee.
It's only up in Canada.
Zams and hams.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the one.
Huh.
Yeah. So apparently the new one, the ZX5 Zamboni is what they're calling it. It is going to have a lithium-ion electric powertrain. It's going to have two motors. They will produce a whopping 27 horsepower.
Okay. Now that I think about it, though, EV might be a smart idea for these. Because
It's fine.
you run them for like 5 minutes, and then you just let them sit there
10
and
to
plug
15.
them in.
10 to 15. Come on.
Sure. But
15
then you
to
just
20 if it's an Olympic-sized rink.
It took that long?
They're freaking huge. Have you ever skated on an Olympic-sized rink?
Oh, don't think so. No.
There's one in Orlando, and I got to tell you, it feels like miles from end to end. But I digress.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense as an EV. It's just like run it for 10 minutes, plug it in for the next 50 minutes.
The Zamboni company currently gives you the option of gasoline or electric already.
Oh, I did not know that.
Neither did I, because when's the last time you've had to buy a new Zamboni? Once a rink buys a Zam, it just stays there until the whole rink dies.
Yes.
That's just all it is.
Yeah. It's like a vehicle, though, where you just replace parts on it. You don't buy a whole new one. Mm-hmm. If something goes wrong with the auger, you fix the auger and you replace just that bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to steal a little blurb here. According to Zamboni, the new resurfacer features new tech to reduce inconsistency between operators, as well as save time, labor, and water. There's also a newly optional onboard edger and quick blade change system, which the company says improves safety. Why is Pininfarina designing a Zamboni? Oh my god.
That is odd. That is really weird. Like it seems like they're actually putting engineering effort behind this as well. So they must have seen like a market there.
But what about this is Pininfarina-ish?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
Like, where does Pininfarina look at that and go, yes, we
Yes.
have done this?
Right. We want to put our design touch.
Could you imagine seeing on the Zam a little Pininfarina badge as well?
No. That's so weird. To go from the historical cars that they had made, right? Like the Testarossa, the Ferrari 250 GT. This doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm very confused.
I also like that it says Zamboni in the front of it.
Well, that's the
case-
brand.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, Zamboni is the brand.
In case you didn't know that it was a Zamboni.
Yes. In case you got confused and thought it was your lawnmower.
It's so weird.
That almost looks like a sports seat too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of a lawnmower seat, though. A little bit.
Maybe they will make it fully carbon fiber. That'll be the Pininfarina-esque-ness to it.
Yeah, because that's what an ice rink needs, a fully carbon fiber Zamboni. Because weight really matters there.
No.
You want more weight.
Yes, you want more traction, which means
Right.
you want it to weigh 1,000,000 pounds.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yes, I mean, you know what? I'd love to skate on it after it's done, skate in the ice after it's done resurfacing, because I bet you it'd be amazing. But
Yeah.
I am perplexed.
I also feel like your average Zamboni would do 95% the work
Yes.
on the ice, and this would do, the extra 5% to make it perfect for the Olympics.
Yes.
You don't tell. You can't tell.
I'm also curious. There's no price listed in the article, but I'm also really curious here. What is the charge to have a Pininfarina designed Zamboni to a rink? Because if you're a rink owner and you're looking through the spec sheet of Zambonis, right? And you're weighing pros and cons, right? What's your ROI going to be here? Are you really looking and going, how many more customers are we going to attract by having a Pininfarina Zamboni?
I don't think they're going to attract a lot more customers. That doesn't make any sense at all. The cost is going to be enormous.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
It's a Pininfarina designed Zamboni. Nothing Pininfarina has ever designed has been cheap.
No, but clearly they saw a market because they did put engineering effort behind this.
But was that Pininfarina putting the effort there? Or was it Zamboni putting the effort and Pininfarina saying, well, we made the edges smoother?
Throw our badge on it.
Yes.
Could be that. It most likely is that.
I'm wondering, is it like the owner or the chief executive officer of Pininfarina, does his son play hockey and decide I kind of want Pininfarina to do something with my local rink. So maybe we'll do that.
Oh, that has an engine and wheels. Let's do that.
Bingo. That's the one. Or maybe the CEO is watching his son's practice and sees him go by and goes, I could put my badge on that. Yes.
I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of demand there, though, unfortunately for
No,
them.
I'm just very confused. So we had to talk about this, considering our backgrounds.
Ice rinks are cheap. Very cheap. As
What?
far as equipment and running the facility.
I was going to say, it's very not cheap.
No. They're cheap as far as they want to make profit, as much profit as possible.
Yes, meaning the owners of ice rinks are cheap. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I'm with you. I was going to say nothing about it is cheap at all.
No, they're unwilling to spend this kind of money.
Correct.
Normally.
Correct. So, yeah, that's all the news I got for episode. Was this 287, I believe?
Yeah, I think so.
In that case, that's going to wrap us up. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, and drop a comment on the video. Let us know, what do you think about the new Honda Prelude? Do you think it's coming or not? And if you're listening on audio only, send us those thoughts via social. Facebook is We Are Auto. Instagram is We Are Auto _. YouTube is We Are Auto. And our website is weareauto.io. So, thanks again. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.